Hey, this is haoyu, and yeah, I think this is looking pretty good. It's a good start, anyway. I don't know why this is so dense. It looks like you added a poly smooth face, which you really don't need. So I'm going to go into the attribute editor, Control A, select that tab, hit select, and then delete. And then, you can always do smooth preview to see, what it's going to look like with a smooth preview on. Watch out for these little issues here, like this. You don't want these kind of overlapping faces and stuff. I guess I can try to put on symmetry, see if that's working. It is not. Um, but yeah, you don't want to have like overlapping faces like that. I'm not sure what that is for, if that's part of the design or not. It's pretty thin on that back edge, but I don't know if you want to make that a little thicker. The other thing is if you want to kind of hold this shape a little bit more, you might put in an edge here, and then it'll kind of hold the shape of that a little bit, and I might do the same here. And then you'll get a little bit more of a harder edge when you do smooth preview. This is interesting. Yeah, again, same thing here. I would just put in some holding edges to. But actually, before we do that, it's got a real gap between the body and the belt, and I would, it looks like it's just sort of floating there rather than being kind of fitted on the character. So I would say you're going to want to push that in. So what I would probably do, I don't think there's no kind of easy automatic way of doing this, I don't think. So what I'll do is I'll select those faces, B for soft select, hold down B, click and drag with my left mouse button. Where's my... I'll do Control F9 to convert to vertices. Where's my... Oh, it's just really, really big. Okay, I just had to click and drag a few times. I was wondering what was going on there. Okay, and then maybe push this back a little bit. And I don't know if you want to round this thing out more, maybe, so it's not so flat. I would probably round it a little bit. To do that, I would do deform nonlinear bend, and why did it put it there? And I'll just use discrete rotate and get that level. And let's see what happens when we click bend and curvature wrong way. Rotate this like so. Let's try it again. Oops, I ended up with some faces on the back, unfortunately. I can change that by going to the deform menu and edit membership here somewhere. Prune membership, edit membership tool. Boy, that's sure not working. What it should be doing is it should be highlighting the, oh, now it is. I have to click on the deformer. And then if I hold down Control and select these, that'll remove those from the membership of that deformer. Now I can middle mouse drag on this. Oops, I need to rotate it again. Okay, let's try that again. There we go. Okay, I think that's a little bit better curved. And then I'm going to delete history, edit delete by type history, or Alt-Shift-D. One thing we might try is to wondering if I'm just make sure all of those are selected. Yeah. Oh, these aren't. Okay. I'm wondering if I can push them inwards with the by holding down W, going to axis, and then normal. and then push them into there. No, it's not working. What I could try to do, however, if I go back in object mode, is scale. Oh, do we have symmetry on? Let's turn that off. I could try just scaling these in. That should, yeah, that's speeding up this process a bit. Okay, now it's looking a little more snug. And then I'll just have to manually, push some of these in. Maybe B for soft select, and then, but yeah, I mean, it's not, you are going to have to do some manual moving of points around. It's not all going to be. I wonder if, is symmetry working on this? I think it was. Yeah, it is. That'll make things a little easier. And these. Something like that. I guess that needs to be moved out a bit further. And then what I would probably do, once you get, anyway, spend some time on that, get the shape right. Then I would put in some holding edges. So Control-Shift-X for the multi-cut tool here, and maybe there, and there, and there, and maybe there. Let's get that a little closer. And then if I look at smooth preview, I still get, a bit more of an edge there. But it's still got some good shape. And then you can go in and tweak this a little bit more. Obviously, it's not. Anyways, you got to put the time in to get that right. And then same with this thing. Probably some same idea. Some holding edges there to get, so that when you put on smooth preview, that it holds its shape a little better. So that when I do that, see it, I've got that, it's rounded, but I got that ridge there. This one, I would give this some thick, let me just isolate this, see what's going on here. Whoops. Oh, it does have some, see, yeah, it's a little weird how, I'm trying to figure out just what's going on here, because it's kind of like it's thick on the top and bottom, but then it comes to like a sharp edge in the back, and I'm wondering how you did that. Huh. And then it's awfully thin there. I might do that again. Let's just take this and grow selection. And I'm just trying to take off the back and then re-extrude it inwards. Which is, actually let's do it this way. I'll select this, shift double click on that, delete that, and then do the same on the bottom. Shift double click here, delete that. Then if I grow selection, it'll just select the back and not the front. Oh. Oh, okay, no, I'm wrong. Okay, there we go. I just undid those last two. And then now it's just the front shell. I can just take the whole object, Control E, and then move that in a little bit. And then it's more evenly thick throughout. And I think that's going to work a little bit better. And then we can put like maybe a holding edge up here as well. And here. Okay. Let's turn this off. Okay, so hopefully you're getting the pattern. The arms need some more and better shape. I don't know why you keep smoothing everything. Don't smooth everything. That's not in the instructions. That's not a good thing to do. There's no reason to do that. It's just, and if you need more detail at the elbows, what you do, add some there. But so I might add a couple at the elbow, and then get in there and, ooh, how did we get this? I hope I didn't do that. I'm going to delete that one. Shift right mouse click, delete edge. And then get some elbow shape in there. And maybe push that in a little bit. Something like that. Select this, shift double click, maybe scale that out to give it a little more of a sense of bicep. I think in general you want, and this is really not shaped to the arm at all. So I would, spend some time getting, these edges scaled in so that it's more fitted, because right now it just really looks like it's floating around the shoulder. So scaling that, oh no. Let's run mesh cleanup on that because you have some extra edges. Mesh cleanup. No, sorry, I didn't look at the options. Make sure you have lambda faces, non-manifold geometry, and edges with zero links turned on in the options for that. And let's see if that's still doing the same. I'll select my edges again. Anyway, you'll have to be a little more careful and put some time into this, but it should be much more fitted to the arm. But what I was also going to say, maybe I'll put one more, Control Shift X, put another edge loop in there, is giving it a little bit more of a sense of a shoulder. B for soft select, and move this up some so the character kind of looks like it has a shoulder shape. Something like that. Maybe I've overdid it. I don't know. That looks a little weird. I might push some of this in because that looks like kind of a funny lump. I don't know why we have this ridge here. Looks a little weird. I might spread these out a little bit more. Anyway, I just think it needs a little more shaping. I guess I didn't have symmetry on for that. If you need to re-mirror something, you can always do that. The way to do that is, why does that look weird now? Oh, something with the front view. Let's just isolate this. If I select half the faces here, oh, sorry, let's turn off symmetry. Holding down W, go to symmetry, symmetry. Okay, and delete those. And is this not centered? Oh my goodness. Is the whole character not centered, or? Oh geez, the whole thing's off center. That is bad. How did that happen? Anyway, I'll worry about that in a minute. D for pivot move mode, V for point snap. Put that here. And shift right mouse click, mirror, options, custom 0.001 for the merge settings. And we're going across the x-axis from the negative side to the positive side, so that's in the positive direction. Nope. Okay, so we'll have to do that manually. Control D, scale the x in the negative direction, just put a minus there, take those, mesh, combine, and Control F9 to convert to vertices, edit, mesh, merge. And then in the options, make sure you have 0.001 merge to make sure it doesn't merge anything that doesn't. So that'll kind of mirror it again. What else? Legs. Again, why are we smoothing everything? There's not in the instructions. It's not a good idea. and it's too late. It's too far down in the history. I mean, you'd have to kind of step back through all of these to get rid of that smooth, which I might actually do one at a time. You can go into the attribute editor, starting with this, select, delete. That didn't really affect anything that I can see. Take this one, select, delete. Okay, still. Extrude the face, select, delete. This one, delete component, select, delete. Okay, that was something. Oh gosh, it's starting to screw it up. Yeah, you can't always do this. It doesn't always work. So yeah, it's now you end up with a really dense surface for no reason. And there's not really an easy way of. But look at all these edges. I mean, there was just no reason to smooth that, and now you have a super dense surface. So anyway, yeah, I would spend some more time shaping the legs, and maybe have a previous version where you didn't smooth it, or maybe you can go back. I think this could use some more edges. I would just put in a few edges. Oof, I don't like those. Let's maybe something that's. I'll just go whoops, straight across like that, maybe. And then, just give it some more shape. It's very linear right now, so, maybe it's a little thicker here, maybe it's a little thinner there. I'm just goofing around right now, but you can start to, and then maybe there's a bit more of a sense of a calf here, so maybe maybe like these guys here. Could move out a little bit. I'll use hold down W axis normal, pull those out some, and maybe we'll do the opposite here. These could go in a little bit. Oh, not too much, because then we have to do the inside surface as well. Anyway, just spend some time getting some shape. Right now it's a bit we got all of these and push all those in some. Whoops. I think we're starting to get overlapping surfaces there. Maybe turn off symmetry on? No. I don't know why those look like they go in and then, oh, I think it's moving the. Okay, well, let's just go back to normal scale here and just scale these in a little bit. Symmetry is on. Yeah, let's turn that off. Let's just put this back into object mode. Yeah. And again, just like everything, get it fitted to the ankle, get a little more shape to it, put in the holding edges, just the same thing I did with this and that, all the same. The hand needs work. I might take this edge and circularize that, and then maybe, just twist it a little bit to straighten it out. Whoops, that's not twist. Circularize. There we go, and then maybe scale it, just because it looked. I'll hit D, and then rotate my manipulator that way, and then scale it so it just sort of scales straight in. And I might do the same here. And this is so round, I think you're going to want to get it a little bit more oval. So D. I guess that doesn't really matter that much. And then that'll kind of fit in there. The hand looks okay. I just think it needs a little bit more shape, like trying to get some of this area. B for soft select, kind of shrink that, hold down B, click and drag, pull out this, to get some of that hand shape, maybe Similarly over here, pull some of that out. You know, just try to get a little more shape on here. Maybe we can squeeze it in a little bit at the wrist, turn off soft select, you know. Probably another couple loops here and get some more shape on that forearm. Could pull out the knuckles a bit. Shrink that. You know, so go in and shape the hand a little bit more. Yeah, we mentioned shaping the arm. So yeah, a lot of little things to do. Don't smooth things. That would be my big message for you. This is okay. It looks kind of just small to me though. Like for the size of the character, I would think they'd have a little bit bigger feet. So I might make those bigger. And yeah, okay.